When did you come to India and why India?
I came about mid-December. I had met some Osho sannyasins in Europe. A few of them had mentioned a few times about the Osho meditation resort in Pune.
What was your first impression when you landed in India?
I landed in Bombay, which is a nice airport, huh? It's quite spacious and clean. And then I got out into Bombay, which is not so spacious, not so clean. I've been to some busy places in Asia, but I'd never experienced that sort of chaos.
What did you do after that? You arrived in, what was your next plan?
No, I got in a taxi, and the taxi took me to the meditation resort, Pune, and I spent 3 months there.
So you arrived in December. So 3 months is when the lockdown starts.
Yeah, they eventually. I was still in the ashram, and they said, "You guys got to get out."
Okay.
Yeah, they had quarantined the ashram, and no one could go in or out.
Okay.
If you went out, you had to stay out, basically. So slowly, people were making their way, organizing their way back to their home countries. I didn't have a home at home anymore. I decided to hang around in Pune.
How was your experience staying in lockdown in India?
It was a strange thing. It was like a wartime, like there were police and army on the streets telling people to go back inside. And it was, India's, as you know, very busy, and it was ghost town. And there was no one on the road.
What was the most difficult part of being in lockdown in India?
Yeah, the isolation was really hard. I really missed physical touch.
What's like your craziest experience you had?
A big eye-opener was I became very close with Indian family who were my maids at this guest house.
Okay.
And we spent so many months together, and they were really my only contact because they were coming and cleaning the house, and I wasn't really supposed to leave the house.
Okay.
And eventually, when the lockdown eased, I began to go into their area, and I lived in the most wealthy part of Pune. I ended up meeting their family, and I spent some time in their area, which is called Gupri.
Okay.
I knew poverty existed, but I had never experienced it. They live in a community that shares a bathroom for probably hundreds of people. It's very religious, and they lived in a mud hut. Kitchen, bathroom, everything was in, you can call it 2 rooms. It was like a 1 room, and then they made a low roof to make it into 2 rooms. Yeah. They were talking about the price of ration rice, which is like a government subsidized rice.
Okay.
Went up 2 rupees, and that was a real problem for them. So to sort of experience poverty at that level was opened my eyes, but it also opened my heart in some way. I've been lucky. I became very grateful.
And you came to Goa in October?
Actually, I brought that Indian family with me. Fell in love with them so much. I bring them here. They had never been on holiday, huh?
Nice. That's really sweet of you. So Goa is your last destination in India, or are you going to some other place?
I'm going to Costa Rica next, actually.
For how long are you planning to stay there?
I'll be there for 3 months.
I really like how you are able to live and travel in a country for a long time. I can visit any country, but I cannot absorb that country in a couple of weeks, man. You stayed in India for 1 year, you know the stuff around, but when you're coming here for 2 weeks, you cannot figure out the country. So it's like one of my things to stay in a country which is a totally different country to India and just absorb that country. I will do that sometime.
Yeah, it's good exposure, huh?
Exactly.
To get out of familiar culture and be exposed to something else, It can help you grow too. We have a certain conditioning from where we're brought up.
Yes.
And going to a new country can help to more clearly see your own conditioning.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, good luck for your future adventures, man. I will continue playing soccer.
Yeah, let's have a game.
Yeah.